Hello, travelers, and welcome to the Horror Greenbook, the channel that takes you from coast to coast and con to con. I am your travel guide, Brendan, and today we have a very special live watch party here in the Scary Sanctuary. We will be finishing off the Hatchet series, and of course, that means we will be watching Victor Crowley. So this will be a fun one, guys. I've only seen Victor Crowley twice. One time when it originally came out, and then another time for Joe Bob's The Last Drive-In on Shutter. So that was a fun watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. Today, we're going to do it like we always do. We're going to wait for some people to come in. I know it's the 23rd is the day before Christmas Eve. So, hopefully everyone is airing out those grievances with family members about this time, that we do on the 23rd. So, hopefully everyone's doing well on this December evening. I'm getting geeked for Nosferatu. I know that they're showing Christmas Eve screenings in the evening for AMC theaters. So I'm definitely debating on if I will be going to see Nosferatu early. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. I mean, just that opportunity of seeing it a little bit earlier before other people is too good to pass up. And plus, I want to avoid as many spoilers as possible. As much as you could be spoiled for a film that's been remade twice. So I'm definitely can't wait for that. So I hope you guys will get an opportunity to see that as well. Especially if you're, have a horror family, you'll get to see it with those family members. Or if you're the only horror fan in your family, you get that time to branch off after a nice dinner and have a nice little Christmas gift to yourself and seeing Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. But yeah, guys, I'm definitely geeked for that. It's been a good holiday season so far. I've been taking in a lot of holiday horror, which brings me to we have a goal set for tonight. If we receive 5 super chats of $2 or more, we will do an additional film tonight. We will do a Christmas horror film. So that will be something that I'll bring up from time to time throughout the live stream to see how we go with that particular goal. And just want to engage a little more you know conversation with the travelers. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. And again, like always, tonight's film, Victor Crowley, can be found on Tubi. I have included the link there in the chat so that you can join along. And guys, it's been good. I was just reflecting earlier today about how much of a pretty decent year of horror that we had, and how much I'm really looking forward to 2025. Um, we're going to start off pretty good. I hope pretty good with Wolfman. So that's going to be something that I'm just going to continue to do. And speaking of that, in regards to movies, I think that I'm going to do way more reviews on this channel. I've only done one, I should say, but I've talked about films I've enjoyed throughout this particular year on the live streams, the live watch parties. So I want to do a bit more of that and, branch out in the channel some, show a little bit more of my tastes as a horror fan, what films I'm enjoying, what films I'm not necessarily a big fan of, and, just, get more engagement out there with, my watchers and subscribers and even people that will be a bit new to the channel. So, thank you so much, guys. Make sure to smash that like button throughout the chat. But always feel free to comment on what's going on. Anything that you're seeing in the film, what's going on in your life, what's going on this holiday, week with your friends and family. Hopefully, no one's getting on your nerves too much. they're keeping the annoying behavior to a low. I know how it can be sometimes. So that's why I'm here, guys. I'm here to provide that bit of a sanctuary here in the scary sanctuary for us to kick back and watch some good old horror films, some slashers, some paranormal, just whatever's on the docket for that week. So remember, travelers, you always have a home here with the Horror Green Book. But yeah, I was just thinking about how Victor Crowley is getting close to being 10 years old. That's just like crazy to think how fast time has really flown by. As I said, the last time that I saw this film was during the last drive-in on Shutter. I guess what was that? Maybe a couple of years ago, and before that, I had only seen it basically around like 2017, basically. So, needless to say, I'm not as familiar with Victor Crowley as I am with the other entries in the Hatchet series. But what I do remember every time that I have seen this is how awesome of a film this is. And for a lot of people, this is their favorite in the actual franchise. So I'm glad to actually have that moment here with you all to kick back and have a little hunted holiday fun. So again, thank you so much for kicking it with me, travelers. Let's start the movie here at 8:15. Let's go with 8:15. But in the meanwhile, while we're talking about that, let's see if we have any horror news that's come up. Da, 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 Oh, okay. So apparently, David Fincher's Panic Room is getting a Brazilian remake 22 years later. Now, normally American remakes are what's happening. You know, you'll get an American remake of a foreign film, but it's not often that you get a foreign remake of an American film. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes. What's really interesting about that, I was just thinking about Panic Room not too long ago. I was just thinking about how long ago it's been since I've seen that film. So with that mentioned, that may be a good time for me to catch back up on Panic Room and seeing my thoughts on that particular film. Another thing, guys, speaking of which, let me actually add this link to the chat as well. I just joined Letterboxd, guys. Let me see. And let me actually add my link to the chat. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. So guys, make sure to add me. Let's see here. There we go. Make sure to add that as well. So guys, make sure to follow me on Letterboxd. I will be adding my reviews that for films that I will be watching for the upcoming year. I've only done one film so far. It was just something that I watched on Amazon Prime not too long ago. Pretty good mockumentary horror. So definitely follow me and be on the lookout for my journey for films that I will be watching in 2025. I was just thinking, yeah, it's been half a century since Bob Clark's Black Christmas came out. Absolutely crazy. And speaking of which, I think it's time to actually call the poll for the film that we will be watching tomorrow for our Christmas Eve film. Let me go to the poll results. Da, 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 da. And it looks like with 42% of the vote, we will be watching Christmas Evil tomorrow. And it looks like the runner-ups were Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which both brought in 29% of the vote apiece. So it looks like Christmas Evil will be what we will be watching tomorrow. So I'm very excited to bring that to you all tomorrow. Of course, that will be on Tubi as well. And that will be a fun time, guys. So I'm definitely on the lookout for a great Christmas Eve festivity with you all. Yes. All right, we're getting closer and closer. We're about a little over 2 minutes before we start Victor Crowley, guys. So go ahead and get your either phones queued up, your DVDs, your Blu-rays, your streaming devices. Just get it all set up because at 15 past the hour, we're going to go ahead and press play. Ah. But yeah, hopefully you guys are staying warm wherever you are. If it's a super cold region, but if you're someone that lives somewhere a bit more tropical, I'm a bit jealous. But then again, I can't necessarily be too jealous. I live in Texas and we're in our 60s right now, so not too bad of a deal. Don't necessarily have to worry about a jacket or a coat or anything like that. So I'm pretty grateful for that. All right, let me go ahead and make sure I have mine geared up. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Yeah, I can't wait for this, guys. All right, let me change the link right here. Okay. Yeah, guys, but again, feel free to type anything in the chat to add to the conversation, or feel free to kick back and just listen along as you watch the film with me. The choice is yours, but again, I'm just glad that y'all are hanging out with me as always. We try to have a great time. All right, we're almost there. Less than a minute. And make sure I'm queued up. Oh man, I can't wait to see this one. The carnage in this film. I just can't wait to see both Dave Sheridan and Felissa Rose in this one. They are hilarious, and just to think, this is the film that they met on, so that's pretty cool. So if you see them at a convention together, they always talk about this being the film that sparked their friendship. So that's pretty dope to know. All right, guys, press play. When you see that Dark Sky Films logo, you know it's about to get real. And of course, we're going to jump right into the action like with the previous films. It's all that peace and calm. At first, Adam Green presents those sounds of the swamp. The USS Grace. I love those whole like old school romantic scenes. Yeah, guys, this is a cool one. This is a great way to finalize this franchise. And what's cool is you see like Adam Green's technicality for like filmmaking get better and better with each film. 7 months and 2 weeks. But yeah, she's a good actress. I really enjoy her in a lot of stuff that I've seen her in. There's that Adam Green humor with the snot, of course. What a romantic moment. Oh yeah, you got it, Sue. I mean, that's marriage material if I've ever seen it. Yes, please. And while you're at it, just dunk your face into the pond. Ugh, ugh. This magic moment. Hey, what's up, guys? I know we have a couple of people joining in. We are at 3 minutes and 35 seconds into Victor Crowley. Yeah, we have to go. We have to go immediately. I just really love how they just add more and more with each film as far as lore and things to the storyline. Adam Green really did do a great job with how he wanted to add pieces to the Hatchet universe, like everything with like the quadruplets. Oh, we got Tyler Maine in the house. I love how there's like an abundance of like just so many different horror icons that just make cameos, no matter how quick. In the case of Tyler, it was nice knowing you, Sue. Ooh, Sue's pretty tough. I mean, Sue could technically be taking her limbs being hacked off a bit worse than how she is. That's a pretty awesome one. And the blood just flows. Victor Crowley. Once upon a time. Exposition. You gotta love like vintage creepy photos of Halloween costumes and kids back then. Like those homemade costumes. It's pretty frightening. Those are some of the most horrifying things about Halloween, seeing those pictures. Alright, for those of you that didn't see the previous films, just if you listen, he's a daddy's boy. It's too late, guys. Ah, gotta love a perfectly timed Tubi ad. They know what they're doing. They know those parts were just like bam. And I feel sorry for you travelers, unless you have like YouTube, the YouTube Prime one, whichever one you have to pay for, or if you have SmartTube, you can avoid those ads. At least on the stream. But hey, for this movie library, I will gladly deal with Tubi's ads. Hey, pay those bills, guys. Pay those bills. Speaking of paying bills, I'm mourning the memories that I've had with the death of Party City. If any of you guys have, any Halloween memories like myself growing up, or just your mom getting, or your parents getting supplies for birthday parties, Christmases, holiday get togethers, barbecues. Party City was that one stop shop. But it's gone the way of the dodo, unfortunately. Especially with their big moneymaker being Halloween, and Spirit Halloween basically taking over. You kind of, saw the writing on the wall that eventually, you know, they were going to have to close up shop. But hey, c'est la vie. I'm almost done with my ad. Thankfully, this isn't too long of a film, so I don't imagine having too many more ads. Alright, I'm back. And I'm at 7 minutes and 57 seconds. We're at the Sabrina show, guys. Let's see. Did I get a. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was just checking my text messages. You know how that is, getting all types of messages from family and such about this time of year. Just like, hey, just checking up on you, seeing how things are going. I'm just like, hey, I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'll message you later. Just in these headphones. what is probably the best talk show um, section in a horror film that's not late night with the devil? There's some pretty fun late night scenarios. Like I think of like Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That's one that I think of. One that was pretty surreal is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. The scene with Loomis and Weird Al. Oh yeah, the I Survivor. That's really a real book, guys. It's not just like a fake book with a cover. Adam Green actually made sure to write a full-on book, which is going the extra mile if I've ever seen it. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good, though. The O.J. Simpson of Honey Island Swamp. That's some real notoriety right there. Oh, that's my time. 15 babies. That's quite the commitment. I mean, hey, a free pass is a free pass. Exactly. That's the whole point of a free pass. It's like, hey, they're kind of unattainable, but then again, it's kind of like, hmm, it could possibly happen. Hey, make me Ghostface for you. How's it going? Merry Christmas. I'm glad that you're here as well. Thank you so much for being here and welcome. We're just hanging out, watching some Victor Crowley, just hanging out. We're also doing a live watch party tomorrow as well. So feel free to stop through and check that one out as well. Make me Ghostface for you. And if you're just joining, we're at 12 minutes and 20 seconds in Victor Crowley. Well, that's what happens when you're on a budget. I mean, sometimes you just gotta hear awkward situations with your friends. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Make me Ghostface for you. That's what we're here for. I figured, you know, today and tomorrow would be a good time to, get a good life watch party in. People are probably off of work or people are just a bit exhausted from hanging out with family and want to get to some, you know, holiday hunted fun. So feel free to come out and hang out with us. Get some good Felissa going in. Some Felissa shenanigans. It's hard to think of Felissa without thinking of a curling iron and a phone. Speaking of Felissa, she mentioned a film of hers that she thought was pretty underrated. We may actually watch that film sometime. Seems like it'll be a pretty good one. back in Japan. Completely different country. I love how Felissa just leaned into her the accent there. You know what? Next time I see Adam Green, I need to ask him how one would actually get into getting one of those books. Hey there, make me Ghostface for you. Do you have a Discord? You know what? I'm on Discord, but I don't actually have one like set up for the channel. But you know what? I've been really thinking of doing one. If you think that's something that I should do for the channel, that's definitely something I'll definitely look into for 2025. It has been on my mind at least over the last few weeks to months on whether or not I should set up a Discord. So now that you mention that, I think that's something that I will end up doing. When I do a Discord, I'll make sure to announce it in the community tab on the channel. Um, I just remembered to add the link to my letterbox that I just set up in the chat as well, but I'll do that on the community tab as well. No problem at all, Christina. I can definitely make sure to sign those for you. Do you have a preference? It's like a celebrity at a con. They're like, "Oh, do you like a certain ink? Do you have a name, a quote you like?" So probably not though. Has anyone here ever been to a real life book signing? Like for any celebrities, I know people that have met like Bruce Campbell at Bruce signings, book signings, and I would love to meet like certain celebrities. Like for instance, like if Jamie Lee Curtis ever had a book signing for her children's books, where I could actually meet her, that would definitely be something I would like. Now, speaking of getting her autograph, I know for her children's books, if you have a Barnes and Nobles next to you or somewhere near you, you could check and see if they have autographed copies of her children's book, and they are legitimate autographs. They aren't done with like an auto pen or anything or a stamp. So just passing the word along, guys. If you're ever looking for a Jamie Lee Curtis autograph, even though it's not on any Halloween memorabilia. Linus. I mean, you got him there, Linus. Ooh, gonna get you canceled. Yeah, free copy for someone else. What's up, guys? Also remember, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet and you've checked out the channel for a couple of times, or if you are into horror related content. And also make sure to comment, in regards to anything you'd like to talk about, guys. That's what I'm here for. And don't forget our goal for tonight. If we have 5 super chats over $2 or $2 or more, we will do an extra film tonight at the live watch party. So, if you'd like to help out the channel, as I've mentioned before, we're like PBS. We survive, and I get to go to different cons and filming locations thanks to viewers and travelers such as yourself. Definitely not doing the swamp. Definitely not doing the swamp. It's like, what would they have to do to convince you to return to a place that you've seen some of the most horrific things possible and you escaped by the skin of your teeth, as they would say down south? Uh-oh. And of course, the time that you go back to the swamp would be the time that everything goes haywire. She's stocked up for the trip. She's a regular Hunter S. Thompson. If you know, you know, guys. I know more than a few of you guys have watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Slidell. Oh, Tiffany Shepis. Tiffany Shepis is so cool. She's a really, really cool chick. You know how like you'll be almost kind of indifferent about someone. You're just like, okay, they seem okay, but you really like them more when you actually meet them. That's how it was with meeting Tiffany Shepis. Like I became a fan of her personally, and it's just like, you know what? It makes me enjoy people's work a bit more when you figure out how cool they are as a person. Yeah, go ahead and give me one of those, Felissa. Is your captain speaking? When they started doing it with the pilots, they were just like, oh, okay, this is what I'm in for. This is looking bad. It is totally how it is if you guys are on planes as often as I am. Because if you're someone like me, I love to keep my headphones on throughout the flight. So as soon as I'm on, I'm checked out. Listening to my favorite podcast, different music. But sometimes you get a feeling that, okay, I need to listen to this particular message. Oh, well, it's a good time to talk. I just reached another ad. So I'm usually like, all right, what is he saying? What is he saying? All right, okay, cool. I think he's done. Then, wait, okay, hold on. What did he say again? So, yeah, it's a lot of that on the plane. So, the joys of flying. So that's why I take advantage of driving to as many conventions as possible. You know, what you sacrifice in getting there, you know, fast, you gain peace of mind of packing down your car with as much stuff as possible. I never have to worry about getting stuff through TSA. So that's always a major, major positive in my book. Yeah. So what's everyone doing for the holidays? What do you guys do? So do you go see family? Do you avoid family? Do you just do like thing with like friends? Do you more so keep to yourself? Do you work? Because there are people that have to work. No, this year I'm doing things a bit different. It's a bit exciting. Um, the day after Christmas, my kiddo and family they'll be going to visit family in Tennessee. So with that being said, we won't be doing the normal traditional dinner. We're gonna do it the good old Christmas story way, and we're gonna go to an Asian buffet. So, needless to say, I'm very excited that I'm going to stuff my face with all types of stuff, not have to worry about cleaning up afterwards. So that's gonna be pretty fun. It's always good to do things a bit differently, you know, from time to time. All right, I'm back. Ad is over. I am at 24 minutes 54 seconds. Prime director, Crowley's Corner, getting merch. Me, I totally would buy a Victor Crowley doll or two. Oh, we got Dave. Here we go. What's that face? The Robert De Niro face. Yeah, Dave is a prime impressionist from the results of this scene, as you can see. It's like, hey there, Chloe. Be just as. You gotta have a variety of different headshots available, so that's such a major key. You gotta have it all on deck, though, guys. You never know who's gonna appear and show you an opportunity that you wouldn't have otherwise had. Gotta get mic'd up. Gotta love Tiffany Shepard's cop and feels there. You gotta love the fake plane too. I love those sets like that. Or like the people that take those pictures to make it seem like they're on a private jet, and you're just like, no, this is obviously a set. But it makes for a cool picture though. It's like, hey, if you're going to do a headshot like Dave Sheridan's character in this, I mean, that works. And for those of you that may be joining later or during the rewatch, make sure to join us on Christmas Eve for us watching Christmas Evil. It won by a good amount. It seemed like Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 both kind of split the difference, and Christmas Evil had just the right amount of votes to take over a pretty comfy lead. So I'm really looking forward to watching that with you all tomorrow. It's a favorite Christmas horror film of mine. Um, I love that the ending is something that you could debate. Um, but we'll talk about that when we get there tomorrow. So we'll be watching Christmas Evil. I'm still deciding the time. Um, I'm thinking the afternoon would probably be a good time. Not too early, not too late. So I think that's what we're going to do, travelers. So um, I think after this, I'll just decide on the time. But I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we'll hang out a bit and watch some movies. Love Felissa being like completely knocked out back there, and we know why she is. She has some of that good stuff on her. It's such a good idea. You want to add that for authenticity, but then again, you don't want too you know, authentic of a result. No, see, being too professional of an actor, that's what you get. Oh guys, I'm so ready for Nosferatu. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see it early tomorrow. A 10 o'clock showing, yeah, it sounds very appealing. I'm debating on it. I think I'll just see how my day actually flows. I love that, that option is actually available. Hurry up and wait. There's a up, up. Your directions up, up this way. Did he look like the Victor Crowley dolls? I mean, how close to the representation of those is he in real life? Oh, there we go. and everything just goes crazy. Meanwhile, Felissa Rose is just like getting the best sleep of her life. Oh, there you go. And then it was like timing too, wasn't it? It was just like they just so happened to be flying right over. He's dead. He's like, nah, I think there's a chance he may make it. There's obviously a chance he's gonna make it. And then there you go. Those damn incantations get you in trouble every time. You guys, you gotta love that in deep contemplation pose. So that's how you know I am completely profound. And Felissa's still out back there. I mean, if you only have to really adjust your wig, then you're doing pretty well. And those shoes shining in the background, lighting up. It's like it was a beacon. It would be the person that's under the influence of some very powerful darks to get through the plane crash without a scratch on them. Just like, wait a second, we landed, guys. We got here earlier than expected. Are we there yet? That's like the easiest plane door to open. And this is where the day Sheridan, Felissa Rose friendship began. I may have to watch the Just Joe Bob segments of this right afterwards. That was a pretty funny episode. So I remember they had, I think Kane Hodder was on that episode as well. I think Tiffany Shep is Kane Hodder. Yeah, I think he's doing just fine. I said, man, you're that guy. We're gonna go ahead and hatch a plan. We're gonna get you out of here. Casey, we have some of the best professionals in the world. Like, Austin's live. It's a miracle. Austin made it. Uh-oh. Well, there's good news and there's bad news, Casey. Yeah, I tend to not make promises I can't keep, so I'm just gonna do them. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. No. I love the character moments like this in these films. It's like even though they're not the most, well written out characters, they give you just enough for you to actually really get, a good idea and get some feelings for these characters. At least for some of them. So just dip that dry ice. Yeah, I don't know about lucky. It's like, yo, I know what that is. I've heard that before. It's like, if you don't shut up. uh, ad. Hopefully, it's a fast one. This is a Walgreens one when they are promoting immune health. You gotta take your probiotics. Oh, it's a quick one. Oh, wow. That was a quick one. So we're back in the house, guys. 41 minutes and 57 seconds. Oh, that was a quick one. I'm always grateful for those. Sometimes those ads feel like they take forever. Is that a memorial? Oh, yeah, the tour guide. You're trespassing. I could see like influencers doing something like that. Like the people that sneak onto like the Disney. Yeah, the people that sneak onto like the abandoned Disney island and stuff like that. Like that dude who set up like a whole entire like SWAT team search for him, like helicopters and stuff. And he almost would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for his girlfriend just like lingering around waiting for him to get back. If they would have better thought that out, that dude could have got away. Yeah, if you guys are looking for some like thrilling, action-packed documentary style video, you should check out that Escape from the Abandoned Disney Island video. Well, yeah, about that. Got all types of relics left around. Security system. Baby, baby, need you to calm down. Need you to calm down, baby, baby. Um. Oh, there you go. uh, that's such an awesome jump scare. Oh, and there goes your brain being turned into mush. Yeah, you just gotta leave at that point. You just gotta like completely go. Ugh, the blood is going out. Let's see. There's some more research here. Mm. I love the dialogue. The writing is always so cool. In these films, for real. So like, very good characters. Give me a second, guys. I'm responding to a text. Uh, say nothing working in there. I love this. This scene like kind of reminds me almost like Lost in a way, like those first episodes of Lost. Uh oh. The pills are everywhere. It's like, wait a second. I need my pills. Uh oh. It's like, no, 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 turn around, turn, no, no. It's like, whatever you do, just run. Count it down, guys, until the shocks come. Three, two, one. There you go. Yeah. Wow, I got in here, guys. Let's break it through the window for you. It's like, just consider yourself almost lucky that you're not gonna have to deal with a maniac bursting through here to rip your skull off. But then again, drowning may suck pretty bad. Yeah, Victor's a cool slasher icon for sure. I feel that he represented the oh oh we gotta get you out of here. Yeah, it's like I don't know what to say after you just mentioned that you're having a baby. I need my pills. I love how Felicity's just like, I just gotta get these pills. I got to live to pill another day. And then it was a pretty good job of ratcheting up the tension in these moments because usually with the other Hatchet films, once the action really geared up, there really wasn't much time to like kind of pause and breathe. With this one, you get that time to pause and breathe a little bit, but also at the same time, the tension still ramping up at this particular moment because of her being trapped underwater and then them being trapped as well. They can't get any tools or anything to help her out. Oh, Restless, what's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome. We're at 51 minutes and 37 seconds if you're wondering, oh, Restless. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, that wig. Yeah, let's not watch Casey drown. That would pretty much suck. Yeah, films like this makes you realize how fun it would be to be a part of an ensemble cast as an actor. You just really meet some like pretty cool people and just have fun just being especially an outrageous character. Like it's something like this where you don't necessarily have to take it too seriously. You know, this isn't Oppenheimer. You know, this is something where you could be a bit more silly with it. You know, you could flub a line up and, you know, may actually have that be in the final cut. because it comes up being either a little bit more natural or a bit more funny. So I'm always in support of crazy little films like this. Got to be someone has to be the brave person, right? Hatchet face. Right, right. Oh, restless. We're not watching Oppenheimer. Speaking of Oppenheimer, it's so crazy to think about Killian Murphy winning an Oscar for Oppenheimer, and then being in 28, 20, or at least appearing in 28 years later. We don't know how much of Jim we're going to see, if it's going to be just a glorified cameo or if he's going to be a major character. But it'll be something that's much appreciated. Yeah, make me go space for you. I'm glad that you agree with that. The quotables in these films. So you love the original Make Me Go Space for You? That's dope. I'm glad you do. It's a good one. I remember my first time seeing it. Um I think I saw it when it was released on DVD. I didn't see it in theaters because I think that summer when it came out, I was just busy with going off to college. But it came out on as a rental around the time that I did go off to college my freshman year, and it just blew my mind how awesome of a film that was. Like the cinematography, the characters, the music. Oh, the music in that film, like, is so good. Oh, Felissa. Oh, there you go. Felissa and that phone. As I said, whenever I think of Felissa Rose and particular items in a horror film, I'm always going to think of a curling iron, and I'm always going to think of a cell phone for those reasons. That's probably one of my favorite kills in the Hatchet series. It would be so hard to film scenes like this where you have to be a little bit underwater like that. Like my anxiety would be like so like high up there. Like another film that reminds me of like I couldn't do was like the drowning scene in The Abyss. Yeah, when you would actually really have to drown in oxygenated water. Like it's not going to kill you, but you still have that sensation of drowning. Yeah, that would absolutely suck. Oh, that's just such a nasty stump kill there. It's like someone help her. Getting some dramatics here. It's one of the moments where you just wish you had those Waterworld gills. Yeah. Any chance to bring up the awesomeness that is Waterworld. I remember my first time watching that as a kid. I think it was like on Cinemax or something like that, and of course, all the reviews were out there talking about like how terrible of a film Waterworld was. But I was just like, well, it's like now the most expensive film ever made, so let's check it out. And I loved it. As I'm pretty sure there are other people that love that film because it does have a cult following. I mean, as campy as it is, it's just one of those films that's just really good. Yes, the music really intensified it. The original Suspiria had that too. Yes, the original Suspiria. Speaking of that, I saw Goblin um, not too long ago, so that was a really cool experience to hear a lot of my favorite Goblin songs, and they did like a greatest hits. So they had like a montage of scenes of the films that were going on in the background when particular songs were played from like Phenomena, Suspiria, Deep Red, etc., etc. Yeah, or Restless, or a Long Snorkel. I mean, hell, just the regular straw would have worked. Yes. Oh, yes, it's definitely a blatant ripoff of Mad Max, but I would say it's definitely probably the greatest of all Mad Max sequels. I mean, not sequels, of Mad Max ripoffs. I mean, it's definitely no Fury Road, but it's a fun watch for sure. I mean, so many zaniness. Yeah, it was really cool. I saw Goblin make me Ghostface for you at the Texas Theater, which has historical significance because that is the theater that Lee Harvey Oswald was captured in after he allegedly assassinated President Kennedy. So that's really cool. I've been there a couple of times, and I'll be there again. I think in February to see Joe Bob Briggs for a double feature. So it's gonna be pretty fun. It was a once in a lifetime experience. I've wanted to see Goblin perform for a long time, especially for that experience with them doing like a greatest hits. But I still want to go to one of the showings where they play along to the actual film. So hopefully next year they'll come and maybe show Suspiria or Deep Red or something to that effect. I would even enjoy a Dawn of the Dead showing. So I'll keep a watch out for that. I follow them on Instagram. Um, so that's really cool to see Claudio still doing this thing and touring all over. That's an awesome insight to call someone a garlic sea. Anyone that's joining, we are at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 33 seconds of Victor Crowley. Yeah, I know I've mentioned it like countless times, but I'm just still so geeked to see Nosferatu. Um, Ever since seeing a lot of the promo material, as far as like the photos that were full of atmosphere but didn't reveal much. I love that mystery. That's so well done. We don't get much in regards to that with marketing and horror anymore. Like I would say a good 95% of horror trailers give away their best moments in the trailer, or they'll actually give away every single thing in the trailer. It's just like, why did you have to show me everything? Just show me, something cool that just gives me an idea of what I'm looking forward to and let me actually be intrigued enough to pay my money to see it in theaters. Nosferatu did that. Um, 28 years later, that recent trailer did that. The Sinners film that's coming out with Michael B. Jordan, that did it right as well. So I'm glad that at least editors for some trailers are at least keeping that art alive of, not giving everything away but making us want to see the film. That is something that's so appreciated, right? Make me Ghostface for you. Like that's just one of those things that really is infuriating because it's just like, okay, I've seen everything, so why would I pay my money to go watch this in theaters? And based on what I saw, it didn't necessarily look too good. So maybe I should wait for streaming. But with Nosferatu, everything was done. Chef's kiss, just perfectly. I mean, they didn't even reveal what Count Orlok looks like in the film. It's just all atmosphere. I mean, these are things that you can watch a million times and it doesn't tell you everything about the film. I mean, if you're familiar with the film, I mean, the original film or the 70s Werner Herzog remake, you would know what certain instances are being referenced to in the trailer, but it's not showing you everything. It's like 2 seconds of something where you're just like, okay, this is obviously the part where Harker is in the convent, being after he's escaped the castle, but you don't know in what context that is. That could be something as a flashback. That could be something in the beginning of the film where he's recounting something, to a nun or something. Um, I like that. Keep me guessing. I'm loving how the shoes are still lighting up back there. Those are some very good quality shoes. They have survived the plane crash, blunt impact, and most likely water damage as well. I would give those shoes a very high review on Amazon. Those reactions to him bursting through the window. Oh, he found the belt sander. Oh no, this can't be good. It's like he found it. Who would recover that and put that at the memorial? I want to fight that guy. Uh oh, there goes the electricity. Right, we don't have the time to be guessing, dude. Just go ahead. Tell us what's going on. Hey, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Helps out the channel. It's gonna get the algorithm to algorithm and get the channel out to other people that may enjoy this channel, other horror lovers, and that would help me out a lot. It is the free way to help out the channel. It doesn't cost a thing. It's like I got this. I guess. Okay, well, even though this occurs after a plane crash, could this technically be considered Kane on the plane? Uh oh. That'll do it. I mean, as with any child of the 80s knows, if you want to get any electronic thing to work, you gotta, slap it across the side a couple of times, and that's going to get it to work. It's scientifically proven. I mean, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson did like a whole TED talk on it at one point. It's like the mysteries of the universe. It's like true physics mysteries. It's like, girl, you wasted time. So I'm trying to be a hero here. At least one of us survived this one time before. Let me take my chances. Even though those percentages are not so good. I love how they just left. I think I just got what may be my last ad for this evening, guys. Fingers crossed. But as again, I mean, Tubi's not that bad. Like, seriously, I honestly think YouTube's worst with that. Like, sometimes YouTube can just be egregious with the ads. But hey, how else am I going to get paid? Those extra pennies stack up. I'm doing this for the love, guys. This is obviously not a super lucrative venture. Love hanging out with my horror friends, so if I could gain a nickel here or there, it helps out all the better. I'm just glad that you guys are kicking it with me. CashNet USA. I, we're getting loans. We're getting gambling. I had Walgreens. Trying to remember what other ads I've had. Pretty good so far. Pretty good variety of ads. We may have to do like Tubi ad bingo. That'd be a fun game to add and incorporate into the live watch parties. Guys, we are at 1 minute. No, geez. 1 hour, 9 minutes, 35 seconds. But we're all around the same, you know, place in the film regardless, I'm pretty sure. You're dealing with ads, I'm dealing with ads. That's unless you're just watching it from, you know, your own personal physical media collection, or you're streaming it from somewhere that doesn't have ads. I didn't want to take the extra step and break out my external DVD slash Blu-ray player and attach it to my computer. It's just like this a bunch of extra work, even though it's something I could do in like 15 seconds. Sometimes that extra effort is just like, no, I'd just rather deal with the ads with everyone else. Oh, there is the hatchet. Game on. I think the theme from this film is look up, up. I think that's a good name for a ship slash plane, the USSF. General. I love how he appoints himself a general. Sometimes you have to elaborate a little bit more to get that help that you want. I love how she has the extra dedication to go through the swamp and hills. I mean, you got to keep your feet dry one way or the other. But doing it in stilettos is quite a venture. It's like, who's this dude? Come on. It's like, this is a private frequency. You may have a flare gun. Yeah, that's why I was like, the flare gun is like the only thing in the plane. A turbine. I wonder. Now that I think about it, I wonder how many films Dave and Felissa have been in together. I should message her to ask if that's something that she knows off bat. I know I've seen at least four of them, but I would imagine with the amount of films that both of them do, especially in the horror genre, that could easily be double, maybe even triple that. Uh oh, gotcha. Uh oh. Off with her head. So just hurry up. Just go, girl, go. Oh, I mean, he just tossed her to him. Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. Well, that'll do it. Sometimes a well timed punch is all you need. It's, it's like, yeah, the axe throwing dates that I've gone on did not translate in this situation. Yeah, that would be a good time to drop kick him right about there. It's like if you're going to do it, I love the dramatics. So, da, 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 da. Uh, it's like, well, hey, Oh, then you broke the turbine. Hopefully, it doesn't regenerate like normal. Awesome ending, guys. That is Victor Crowley. Now, it's been what 7 years since Victor Crowley was last seen. So you wonder if we're gonna get that sequel. Maybe one of these days. So that's very cool, guys. That is Victor Crowley. Always a pleasure. That was a fun one. As I said, it's been a couple of years since the last time that I've seen that one. So I'm very happy that you guys were able to, hang out with me for a bit as we watched Victor Crowley. I say that's probably my second favorite in the series. Yeah, I would say definitely my second favorite. I would say Hatchet 3 is probably my favorite, followed by Hatchet 2 and then the original. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for the live watch party tonight. It was cool to know that we've gone through 4 hatchets in the past month. Tomorrow we are definitely doing Christmas Evil. That is going to be the film that we will be doing. Hey, old wrestlers, is your favorite in the series? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think for a lot of people, it's their favorite. So I'm glad that we were able to go through the evolution of the film. Okay, well, tomorrow we're definitely doing Christmas Evil, so that won the poll. And for next Monday, I'm going to look through um, films. But what I'm thinking is, let me double check. I'm thinking what we're going to do next will be okay. Yeah, we'll be right before New Year's, so I think we're going to put up a poll to either do. Let me see. Let me see if this film is option to watch for free. Okay. Yeah, we'll either do New Year's Evil or we'll do Terror Train. Or we may just end up doing a double feature of Terror Train with New Year's Evil. So I think a double feature would be pretty cool to do. Or we'll just do one and do the other for the New Year's Eve 2025 one for next year, this time next year. But we'll probably do one of those too. Give me a little time to decide, but we'll do some New Year's horror for the next one on next Monday, and we're gonna have a great time. Can't wait. Have you seen any of those Old Restless? Is I've the last time I've seen Terror Train was last time I saw Terror Train was for Joe Bob's The Last Drive-In as well. Whenever they showed that last, and New Year's Evil, my goodness, it's been maybe, oh my goodness, my son is close to being 10, so about 10 years ago was the last time I saw New Year's Evil. So it would be cool to relive that one. It's nowhere. New Year's Evil is nowhere near as good as Terror Train, but it's a fun horror movie. It was during that time where they were trying to crank out as many holiday related horror films as possible. So of course someone had to do the New Year's themed horror film. I would say Terror Trader, Terror Train is the better New Year's related horror film, even though it's more like a Halloween slash New Year's Eve related film. So we'll probably do Terror Train because it has Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and I say I like Terror Train a bit better than Prom Night. So that would be a pretty fun film to watch some more of our Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis. Um, and I believe Terror Train is actually on Tubi, but we'll see if people are up for a double feature. So it'll be along the lines of a staying up late for the New Year's Eve feel. So we may do something along those lines. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. It is always a pleasure. We didn't reach the goal tonight, but we may do it tomorrow night. As I said, we may do, try again tomorrow night to see if we'll reach a goal with the super chats to do a double feature tomorrow. And because there are plenty of Christmas horror films on Tubi that we can take advantage of. So, wish us luck, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It was always a blast to kick it with you guys. Like, seriously, you guys seriously don't know how much fun I have with these live streams with you guys. So, take care. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So, again, I am your travel guide, Brendan, with the Horror Greenbook, signing off, letting you know that it is scary in those streets. So, let me know that you made it home safely.